Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Chicago here. Look at that view we got to the Wrigley building here. Yeah, we got horns, we got sunshine. We got a beautiful day here, November the 17th, 2025 here. There's Randolph Street. We're at Michigan. We're heading into Millennium Park. We're going to check out, I'm hoping that the ice skating rink is open today. The one by the Maggie, Daley ice skating ribbon there. So here we got the Prudential here, the old Ural, which is Millennium Plaza here, Randolph in Michigan. There's the old Smurfit Stone building there. Yeah, we've got horns. Everybody honks all the time. Every cycle, the light, honk, honk, honk. That's okay. Here's Michigan Avenue here. We'll turn the comments on. Chris, how you doing there? Wayne, thanks for tuning in there. Thanks for tuning in from UK there. Yeah, we got the... See, more horns. More horns. Yeah, they're just laying on the horn there until they turn. We've got a chorus behavior here Michigan Avenue. Yeah, we're looking at the sun there. But hey, we got a nice holiday-filled week ahead of us here, at least in Chicagoland area here. This Friday, so what do we got? We're November the 17th, Monday. Later this week, the 21st and 22nd, is that Friday and Saturday. Friday night, they light this tree. This is the official holiday tree for Millennium Park. We'll show it here. They just put it here last week. Thanks to the Mason family from Glenview, a suburb of Chicago. They donated this tree. We'll get a better view of it here. See, there's the on the Prudential here. We got about 48 degrees, maybe 45 to 48 degrees. It's noticeably cooler today than it was on Saturday. Saturday we had an amazing 70-degree day there. And eventually I won't be looking into the sun. I know it's hard when I'm looking straight into the south sun. Hey, they're adding ornaments here, so yeah, we can't go this way. So here's the official, look, there's pine needles. There's the official Christmas tree. We'll get you a better view of it here in a second here. Prince, Sheridan, MM, how you doing there? Sheridan, Stephanie, Wayne. Yeah, thanks everybody here, all the way back to Chris. Thanks for tuning in here. Yes, we'll check out the bean there, Cloudgate. There it is. There's your official Christmas tree. Think how they're adding all the Christmas lights there, the ornaments there. We'll get you a better view. We'll go up here. Yeah, Logan, how you doing there? S-Van Sky, yeah, thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, we got a lot of interesting walks ahead of us. You know, they'll eventually, probably Thursday or Friday this week, they'll open the Christkindlmarket, which is at Daley Plaza there. It'll get really crowded, but here, we'll go check out the bean here in a second. But here's the official Christmas tree here, Washington Streets and Michigan Avenue, Millennium Park. Hey, he's taking a picture of it there. There it is. Look at that tree. So hey, they're getting it ready. Look, they're adding the lights right there and the boom. Yeah, it works. Chicago 66 there, Sheridan. Naya Papaya, how you doing there? Yeah, playing in the background there. That's okay, Naya, you don't have to chat. You can just put us on the background there. Appreciate it. So here, we'll head around here. We'll go to the Great Bean of Chicago here. Yeah, the Bears beat the Minnesota Vikings there, 19-17. What an amazing fourth quarter comeback. It's another, just like the week before. Every day the Bears make it a nail biter there. It came down to the last second field goal. Congratulations to the Bears there. They're at top of the NFC North there. Even though Green Bay won yesterday, the Detroit Lions lost to the Philadelphia Eagles there. So the Bears sitting high up top of the NFC North there. 7-3, a 7-3 record. Pinching ourselves. But hey, there's the Great Bean of Chicago. Look how nice it looks. Feels pretty warm here in the sun. It's only 45 to 48 degrees Fahrenheit there. Still not very warm. But hey, the sunshine's great there. Jay, how you doing there? Ryan, Yeah, we'll go knock on it. Everybody wants me to flick the bean. I know that's like a I wish I got $1 for everybody, you know. You know, you and about 1,000 other people say flick the bean every time I come here. I appreciate it there. And no, there's not somebody trapped inside the bean, but I know somebody's gonna create that conspiracy theory. Yeah, I'm wearing my blue coat here. There, listen. You hear anybody knock back? You hear anybody knock back? There it is. Hey, they're taking. Hey, people taking pictures. Hey, look at that, taking pictures there. Yeah, look at that. Check out the bean here. What a beautiful day. Cloud Gate, Anish Kapoor's masterpiece here. Isn't it interesting? Anish Kapoor saw the picture of ICE taking a photo in front of the bean, and he was very angered. He was very angered that they used his artwork as a prop for their political agenda. And of course, everything will be politicized. Even the bean of Chicago will be politicized, attempted to be politicized by this and any future administration. They will try to co-opt it for their own purposes, just as we will as well. But here's the great bean of Chicago here. Look how nice it looks with the sun here. Hey, they got the ice skating rink. Maybe later this week. I'm for sure later this week when they see there's the official Christmas tree. It's behind there. They'll light the official Christmas tree, and this is the official ice skating rink here, Millennium Park, Chicago, Illinois. Shines signs of the Sandy season. Yeah, let's head across the BP Bridge and see if the ice skating ribbon's open for skating. Yeah, thanks for tuning in from India there. How you doing there, son? How you doing there? May's tuning in there. ANSH. Yeah, Yisha's tuning in. Phil Goodyear. Yeah. May, thanks for saying hello there. So hey, let's head around. They're working on the band shell there. Yeah, it looks like an alien spaceship there. Yeah, did it anger you? Does the bean make you angry? Oh, crazy kook son. Their feelings were hurt by the bean. The bean makes them angry there. Yeah, I'm going to show you more images of the bean there. It makes you angry there. Crazy kook son. Yeah. I don't know if I like your name there. But hey, thanks for letting us know you're a troll. And we know what's going on here. So hey, do your worst there. It'll be kind of amusing seeing what your next comment's going to be there. Here. So here, we'll go past the doghouse here. Here, look at the nice skyline of Chicago. Great being in Chicago there. Zoom Patrol, how you doing there? Lambie T, good afternoon. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. We're after the noon hour here, Chicago time. We got 12:04. We got about 45 to 48 degrees Fahrenheit. We still got some fall colors here. Still got some nice trees here. So we'll head around. We'll head right across. We'll check out the Lurie Gardens there. There's Madison Street, Pittsfield building, some of the old Montgomery Ward's tower there without the spire. Pete, how you doing there? Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. Look at the nice skies here. So this might be the only sunshine-filled day we get all week. It's probably going to be cloudy and dreary the rest of the week, which is more typical of November weather, but we'll take it here. There's the Aeon. So yeah, they're working on all this stuff. Yeah, we'll check out the Lurie Gardens here just a little second here. So if you just joined, we're in Chicago. This is called Millennium Park. We just checked out the bean. You can rewind. You can rewind like a TiVo, since this is YouTube. If you want to see the bean, the official Christmas tree. We're heading over towards the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here because we think that perhaps maybe they're getting ready to open it up for general skating, ice skating. We got November the 17th here, Monday. But hey, we're still celebrating that Bears victory over the Minneapolis Vikings. Very close game there. The Vikings looked like they had the game won there at the last second. The Bears were able to march down the field with time expiring and kick a last second field goal in regulation there. Here's the Lurie Gardens here. Look, there's the modern wing for the museum, our museum here in Chicago, the Art Institute of Chicago. See, there's the skyline there. There's the Sears Tower. There's some of the buildings there along Wabash. This is called the Lurie Gardens here. We're going to head across. There's a nice bridge, pedestrian walkway that'll get us across Columbus. And we'll see if they got this ice skating ribbon set up. Nita's tuning in there. Saya, how you doing there? Jummy, yeah. Yeah, 2 seconds left. You see that? The Bears barely got the win in it. We could have won either way. Yeah, Saya. Oh, your father painted part of the Sears Tower. That's great, Saya. Thanks for the good info there. See, we're all connected there. Your father's connected to tallest building in Chicago, so you're connected too. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, look, see how they're working on. Yeah, they're working on the band shell here, Pritzker band shell here. We'll show you the construction progress. So they've been working on this for a while. There you can see over to the Sears Tower, the skyline of Chicago there. And the Smurfit Stone building here. So here we'll head across the BP Bridge here. And we'll see if they're skating at the, yeah, they got this blocked off because of the construction there. Right here we'll head across this, they call this the BP Bridge. Everything's like corporately branded here. Yeah, we're doing good there. Beautiful day. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin's tuning in there. Yeah, it was a tough loss there, Kevin. Yeah, you know, the Detroit Lions got a good team this year. It's just Philadelphia, the Eagles is helping us out. The Eagles beat Green Bay last week, which helped out the Lions and the Bears. And then this year, this week, the Eagles beat the Lions. And probably if the Eagles played the Bears would have lost too. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You got to pay the games there. Still got a long season. It's going to come down to the wire. And there's the skyline of Chicago. Yeah, thanks Anita for being on there. Saya, Russell. Yeah, we're still working on getting some more mods. I know I'm lazy about it all week, and I could have coordinated with Anita, but we'll work it out there. Things are going fine here. We're doing good on YouTube. I think we got a good amount of people. It's just like Anita knows, we don't have too many mods and it gets chaotic, and we don't have enough and everybody else is doing something. It's good to have a few mods. But hopefully if I can just get better, not reacting to the comments. For me, it works much better on YouTube. Hey, they are ice skating. They're ice skating on the ribbon here. So Anita, thanks for tuning in, everybody here. Remember, all winter long, we walk by the ice skating ribbon here at Maggie Daley Park. And we've started another winter season. So even though it gets cold and nasty and dark in the wintertime in Chicago, we find a way to have winter sports. We have ice skating rinks and ice skating ribbons, and we skate on the pond there when it freezes over, and snow skiing, and plenty of winter activities to keep us going here, get us through the long, hard winter, which is not even starting yet. We're still technically in fall, but there's the Blue Cross Blue Shield here. So here, look at this nice view. See, we're heading across the BP Bridge here. Millennium Park to Maggie Daley Park, Chicago, Illinois here. What a nice, it's cool. It's like 45 to 48 degrees here. And here, let's get the, we'll film this for a while here. We can let people know that this is back open. Was it open this weekend? Maybe it was open yesterday and Sunday. I wasn't down here. But hey, we're down here today. Yeah, Anita, Lambie T there, Nisi G. Yeah. So Nisi G, I'm still looking for your message. I saw some of your other ones. I don't know if you messaged me directly there. We'll get your message there. Oklahoma. Yeah, William's tuning in from Oklahoma. That's good. How you doing there? Yeah, Brazil's tuning in. Yeah, Fabricio. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in from Brazil. Very nice. So Brazil's going into the summer, we're going into the winter. Look at that nice view of the Chicago skyline here. Chicago, Illinois, United States of America. Yeah, we'll show you some ice skating here. Yeah, look at this tree. We still got yellow leaves on the trees. November the 17th here. Yeah, it's a cool walk here. Isn't this a nice bridge here? You can, it isn't, yeah, they built this bridge about 20 years ago when they, over 20 years ago when they made Millennium Park. There's a playground over there. See the Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Great Lawn, they all corporate brand, all this stuff. But there's, let's just show you this ice skating ribbon here. And just like that, it's like a ribbon of a pathway. This is like a ribbon of an ice skating path that you can, goes in a circle. And in the summertime they got climbing walls and they make it a, you know, like a scooter path. But in the wintertime it's ice skating. That's how it's designed. See, there's that BP bridge we just went across there. Look at that. But hey, you see, you can get your check in there. Ice skating ribbon, open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 11 to 10 p.m. at night, off and on. Here's you check in. You can get your skates. You can get your ice skating. You can do all register it online. If you bring your own skates, from my understanding, if you bring your own skates, you can skate for free. But I might have changed that. So here you can get your hot chocolate at the Rink Cafe here. You got picnic tables, and you can jump right on here. You can hop right on and off here. Here's the ice skating ribbon here, Maggie Daley Park here. They got it open here. So hey, look at this. This is the season. Yeah, they're ice skating here. Look at that. Very nice. It's all organized. They got the people there making sure everybody skates safe. And here we'll walk right around here. So you get your hot chocolate, Rink Cafe, food and drink. You can hop on and off here. We'll head around here. This is, if you just joined, we're in Chicago. This is the Maggie Daley Park ice skating ribbon. We film this every year. So now for about the next 6 months. Look, there's your Blackhawk friends, or Blackhawk fans there. If you can get the little penguin if you want something to hold on to, or you can hold on to the rail there. Yeah, they're skating there. Look at that. Yeah, taking pictures there. Yeah, how you doing? We're heading around here. Underground shows, the DJ techno show there. Yeah, Sanya. Yeah, we got some good house music. The house music scene here in Chicago. EDM, techno, trance, house music, DJs. Very nice. Dance music. Yeah, look at the ice skating rink here. Yeah, look. Berlin hockey. Yeah, very nice. Look how graceful it is there. That's a person knows how to skate there. Yeah, Judson, Aisha, God bless everybody there. Grandma's Corner there, D. Michael. Yeah, Saya, Carla, DCG. Yeah, learn how to ice skate. I just like watching people ice skate. To me, it's relaxing. You know, look how nice and relaxing that looks there. Just gracefully skate around there. Yeah, look at this scene here. Scenes of the winter here. Welcome to Chicago. Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. Yeah, it's much better to watch. Less. I don't have to break a hip. Everybody's like, Brian, we want to see ice skating. I said, I'll keep. I have a hard enough time just walking around, not falling. You know. Hey, skate backwards there. How you doing there? Yeah, look at it. So there's the climbing wall there. Yeah, so let's head around. Yeah, she's skating backwards there. There it goes. Look at that. Bears fan there. Yeah. How you doing? So I'll show you where you can rent the skates, and there's restrooms. And again, if you bring your own skates, I think you can just hop on for free. Let's check out the, make sure I'm not wrong about this. So Maggie Daley Park ice skating ribbon, open 7 days a week. So there's your prices there. With skate rental, $17, $19. Bring your own skates, free. All of their sessions, $5. So you do, the first session is free if you bring your own skates, $5. They're charging now. They used to let you skate for free. indefinitely, but now they charge you $5 if you bring your own skates. But the first time you can skate for free. So there you go. So here's where you can lace up here. You can rent your skates inside there. See, this is over by Randolph here. This is the Maggie Daley. Hey, how you doing? Hey, we're open. Hey, how you doing? That's good. Thanks for saying hello. Hey, Brian, really Chicago. That's good. So here, yeah, there we go. So here's the ice skating ribbon here. Hey, how you doing? Isn't this great? Yeah. Oh yeah, people always want me to skate here. I have a hard enough time just walking around and filming it, but that's good. Yeah.
I'll teach you.
Oh, that's good.
You got balance.
No, I'm promoting this. So we're gonna get people to come here. I'm telling people that if they bring their own skates, the first time's free, but then $5, not too bad. Yeah.
Tell them I'm gonna teach them how to skate.
Yeah. See, these guys will teach you how to skate here, and they got like little things you can hold. I probably have to hold on to the little penguins things.
You don't need that.
Good, thank you. Yeah, good. He's got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for saying hello. That's great. See, there's the nice, friendly staff here. Come to the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. People are lacing up their skates here. These guys will help you out. And yeah, so I won't go too long in here because I lose my connection underneath here. So here, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Here, I'll let you in. I lose my connection when I go in there. I'm streaming here. So here, here's where you can rent your skates here. They get information. They got restrooms. They got lockers. And here, the Peggy or the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. I keep wanting to say Maggie Daley, but that's Peggy Notabart, but that's up in Lincoln Park. This is Maggie Daley, she was the wife of Mayor Daley, Richard J. Daley, the second mayor. No, Richard M. Daley. Richard M. Daley was the second. Richard J. Daley was the first. I always get that confused. But here's people. We'll go up to the top here. We'll get you a nice view with the skyline. Here's where the Zamboni. Sometimes we get to see the Zamboni coming out and clearing off the ice here. So here's Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. Yeah, see, she's got the polar bear there. That's what I'd have to use there. I'd have to use the polar bear there. Isn't it nice? There's the people skating around there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Carrie's tuning in there. Hell, how you doing there? Yeah, everybody's having a beautiful day. Judson, how you doing there? Yeah, it's lovely. So here, we'll go up to the top here. I just want to get some images here. People ice skating here. So here, look at the nice skyline. You see the Sears Tower here, the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. Yeah, let's head up these stairs. Let's go up there. So we'll cut this out. We'll do a rerun so everybody can know that this is open. This is probably the, later this week we'll go over to the Christkindlmarket. I'm sure I think they're gonna open it maybe on Thursday. Definitely by Friday they should have that thing open, and it'll be crowded. And then we'll be able to go visit it at lunchtime there. But here's the nice overview here. Here's the skyline, the Sears Tower, Chicago, Illinois. Here we got November the 17th, 2025. They've opened the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. There's people skating around here. Yeah, tis the season here. Look at this. Look how shiny that. Yeah, very nice. Look at that. Look how nice. Those guys will teach you how to skate there. And hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Thanks for saying hello there. See friends and neighbors there. Hello. That's good. I'm trying to zoom in there. Yeah, it's good. How you doing there? They're waving. How you doing there? Isn't that great? Yeah, never get tired of seeing the skyline. Yeah, Northwest Indiana there. Thanks for tuning in there. I grew up in Indiana as well, further south. Yeah, nice view. Newcastle, UK. How you doing there? Kenny, thanks for tuning in there. Let's see what else. An ECG, Judson, Alvin. Man, glad you're seeing this here. Anna, how you doing at Travell? Prince, yeah. Yeah, where's everybody from here? We're from Chicago. Well, I grew up in Indiana, but I lived in Chicago here for 26, 27 years. See, you can get the little snowman there. Yeah, that's what I have to get there, get a snowman there. Do you want to build a snowman? Look at that. They're skating backwards, skating forwards. Look at that beautiful skyline. But I'm glad the ice skating's back open here. Look at that. Yeah, let's get these people cutting around the bend here. Yeah, don't mess with the Midwestern mentality. You're right. Just like you don't mess with Texas. Here comes some ice skaters there, coming around the bend. So I was short of Jefferson Park there. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. It's good. So yeah, we're downtown. I'm downtown because I work downtown. That's why I'm here right now. So everybody's like, get out of the downtown. But it's just easy for me to film this content on my lunch break here. This is my lunch break here. 47, 48 degrees, not too bad. Nice sunshine here to get the people ice skating here. Alabama, how you doing there, Vicky? Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, I know people in Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia said you've been getting down to the 30s at night too, some in the 20s. So we've been having some cold weather here, but then it warms up like on Saturday we got into the 70s. It was teasing us with that nice last 70s degrees, but we got 40, maybe we'll get to maybe 50 today. Look at this nice view we got at the ice skating ribbon here. Toronto's tuning in, that's great. So here we'll just let's tootle through Lakeshore East here. We'll head over to the lakefront, and then we'll come back to Riverwalk there. Maybe we'll check on the progress of the 400 North Lakeshore there. But hey, we got some footage of the ice skating ribbon. You know what? I changed my mind. Let's go right back past the ice skating ribbon. We'll get some footage at the track level since this is open. This is probably the most interesting thing I'm seeing today so far. Because later in the week, you know, they'll light up the Christmas tree on Friday. Saturday night is the parade on Michigan Avenue where they light up the lights. Thursday they might do the Christkindlmarket, so we got all this stuff, and they're going to start opening up the zoo holiday lights, but you got to pay for that. I did not go. I did a rerun from last year. I just posted a rerun. They must have just opened it last year at this time, and when we walk by there at night, we'll start seeing if they're testing the lights by the Ferris wheel and stuff like that. And so we got a lot of, even before Thanksgiving, and then on Thanksgiving Day itself, they're going to do a parade there on State Street. If I'm still in Chicago, which it looks like I might be this year, which is rare for me to be in Chicago. And here, well, yeah, this is where we were at before. Hey, here we go. There's where you check out you get your ice skates there. You can check out there. They'll teach you how to skate there. There's the Maggie Daley Park, the ice skating ribbon here. It's back open here. So here are people enjoying the day here. And yeah. Yeah, we get that all the time. There's a different person named Joe Rogan. They always try to spoof us on that. I don't know why you picking on Joe Rogan? I'm trying to figure it out. I think they're picking on me is what they're doing, but I understand. So Tennessee, how you doing there? Yeah. So Paul, if you just tuned in here, welcome to Chicago. You see that's the Sears Tower. This is called the Maggie Daley Ice Skating Ribbon. It's near Millennium Park. See, there's the Aon building. This is Randolph. Randolph goes all along here. This is part of Grant Park, part of Millennium Park, which is part of Grant Park in Chicago. It's right downtown Chicago. So then we'll show you, they got the official tree over by the Bean. We were there earlier. We're heading back there. There's the guys. They'll teach you how to skate there. They're really good at it. And they were trying to get me to skate. I know that's the whole goal there. Yeah. We got about 47 degrees here. And it's November the 17th. 2025, but they got the ice skating ribbon open here. Look, people are skating on it already. You can get your hot chocolate over here. So we'll head right back across the BP Bridge here, and we'll go back towards Millennium Park. Steve, yeah. Maybe T wants to ice skate. Yeah, well, maybe we got the whole winter season ahead of us here. Yeah, look at that. Highway to the danger zone. Yeah. Play some Kenny Loggins while you ice skate there. Rock out to Top Gun. Yeah, you hear that? Hi, Chris. You hear that? Highway to the danger zone there. Yeah, you got to get some there. Kenny Loggins, yeah. Yeah, there's the guys there. So we see the guys on both sides there. They're showing how to. Here's the get your hot chocolate here. You could just jump right on, jump right off here. Get your ice skates here. They got portalettes here to wee wee. Get your hot chocolate here at the Ring Cafe. So here we'll head back out here, and we'll head across the bridge here, and we'll go right back to Millennium Park here. So hey, thanks for checking out the ice skating ribbon. We might get one more view of it when we go across the bridge here. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks, Prince, Chris. Yeah, danger zone. Yeah, we're in Chicago. It's the danger zone. Yeah, Tennessee's tuning in there. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for helping out there. Cool place here. Look at this. Very nice. Very nice. How you doing there? It's good. They're doing the photo. They're doing like some. They're doing their own ice skating where he lifts her up there like they're doing the ice skating in the Olympics there. Oh, it's a great park here. Look at this nice pedestrian walkway. So you see how this connects. There's a playground over there, and then there's the ice skating ribbon there, and then this connects to Millennium Park, and then yeah, it's another beautiful afternoon, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in this Beautywood. Oh, Mr. Rogers. Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield helps with the sunshine. See, they're taking more photos there. That's the same people we saw there. I photobombed them there. Yeah, look at this view. Yeah, get the whole skyline there. So I live about 3 miles from here. I walked to work this morning. You know, I don't have a car. How can I be an American and not have a car? There's all these Americans that have several cars, and I don't even have one car. How can I live in the city? How can I consider myself an American? You got to own a bunch of assets. You got to own 5 houses and 10 cars, and own a bunch of stock of companies you hate. The only way I can get rich if Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk get richer off of me. That's the only way I can get rich. I got to buy their stock. Here's the, hey, look at that. Pittsfield building. Look at this. The BP Bridge there. Titanium. We're living in the future here. This is Chicago, Illinois here. The Prudential building. Both of them, 1 and 2. Aon Insurance. See, look. He's jogging in shorts. It's great. Beautiful weather here. It's almost 50 degrees here. Sunshine. About 10 degrees Celsius. Here we're heading across Columbus. They're working across on Columbus there. Finland, how you doing there? Pat Schooley, how you doing there? Yeah. So we'll ignore all the comments about current president saving America from himself. Are you scared that public sentiment's starting to shift in the other way? Are you scared? Are you scared? It seems like MAGA is getting scared all of a sudden. They have to like keep psyching themselves up that they're winning. Yeah, this is what winning looks like. Wait till next November. You'll see what winning looks like. Yeah, go ahead, do your worst. Tell us how much you love your dear leader there. Tell us how much we're all brainwashed. I'm brainwashed too. I'm not immune from the propaganda. Yeah, they should be scared. You're right, Wes. Yeah, Whip Finland's tuning in there. So Steve, you know, I respect, we have a difference of opinion. I don't agree with your opinion. Please respect mine, and you're going to bash me and I'm going to bash you. So we're going to exercise our First Amendment free speech to disagree, and we'll still be Americans, and we'll tolerate each other's free speech here. We'll see how it goes until you make it personal, and then we'll show you how social media is not free speech. And I learned that the hard way. This Jim and I had to learn the hard way. We all do our best to provide content for these social media companies, and then they treat us badly. And they'll show us how corporations limit free speech all the time. The corporations that we're on right now, ByteDance and YouTube and Alphabet and X and Meta. You trust Mark Zuckerberg? You're a big friend with Mark Zuckerberg there. You pal around with Mark Zuckerberg, Cambridge Analytica. Yeah, you like Elon Musk buying elections. You like that? Yeah, I know you do. You think your billionaires' interests align with yours? You think a libertarian billionaire has a lot in common with you? Good luck. Sometimes people tune in from South Africa, but unless you're tuning from South Africa, we have very little in common with Elon Musk. and because he bought the election for the current president, don't think he could buy the election for somebody you don't like. And then what will you do then if Elon Musk likes a candidate that you don't like, and then your vote doesn't matter because his billions and trillions are so much worth more than yours? There's the Lurie Gardens here. Here's the Lurie Gardens here. Here's the Sears Tower. Here's the Art Institute of Chicago. Hey, let's head around here. Yeah, enjoy the park. Sheridan, I'm going to bash Trump there. I'm going to ruin your live there, Sheridan. Good. Sheridan doesn't want to talk about Trump and how affordability is still a bad word under Trump. Sheridan doesn't want to talk about that. Sheridan doesn't want to talk about how ICE retreated from Chicago, and now they're putting their ire on Charlotte there. So are you bashing Charlotte as much as you were bashing Chicago? Oh, this is fun. We're gonna have a fun 3 years here. There, it's morning in America. Here, we're mourning the loss of America, the loss of American exceptionalism. We're not exceptional where we attack weak countries like Venezuela because we can. That'll win friends and influence our allies. Okay, good. So here, let's keep going here. Let's go head to the Bean here. But hey, we got all this holiday stuff ahead of us. We enjoy the Christmas lights here. We'll enjoy Michigan Avenue. And yeah. Yeah, maybe he's hanging out with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's all over the Epstein files, as is Larry Summers. And there's a lot of Democrats in the Epstein files. It's interesting. Current administration only wants to punish the Democrats and not the Republicans in the Epstein files. That's kind of unfair, wouldn't you think? So if Larry Summers and Bill Clinton deserve to be investigated, doesn't Steve Bannon and Peter Thiel and that guy Wolf, the Wolf guy that wrote the book, he wrote the Bonfire of the Vanities. He wrote Tom Wolfe. He wrote the psychedelic electric Kool-Aid acid test. He wrote the book about the merry pranksters in the 60s. He also writes a lot of books about the Trump administration, as does Woodward. Here's the here. Let's go check out the Bean here. So hey, 12:35. How many times we check out the Bean? Twice here, but hey, we're gonna head into the Loop here really quickly. We're just gonna head over to the Daley Plaza, and look at that. Look at the great Bean of Chicago there. Hey, here we go. So if you want to see it more up and close, you can rewind to the beginning there. Let's head straight down into the loop here. Let's quickly go by the Christkindlmarket. We'll just head through the loop here, and we'll briefly go over to Daley Plaza, and we'll check out the construction progress on the Christkindlmarket, and then we'll head right back to work here. It's starting to cloud up here. Ah, silver coffee bean, look at that. There it is. No, we can't stop talking politics because people keep bringing it in the chat. Does that bother you, me talking about politics? Oh, does the world bother you? Oh, is the world tough? Oh, every day people threaten my life every day in the comments, and I can't talk about politics. I reject that. By me streaming in this city, it's political, and I'm not going to give up. With the last 3 years, people bring up politics every single day in the chat. I'm not allowed to talk about politics. I reject that. Cancel my account there if you can't take it. Yeah, you lose. Here, we'll head across Michigan, and here we go. I'm just joking. You can't take a joke. What, people can't even take a joke about politics now? Oh. Yeah, I feel sorry for you. Here's look at the nice, hey, look at that. That's the Wrigley building there. We'll cross Michigan Avenue. Hey, look at that nice view. Yeah, we see the parking garage here. You can go down to the parking garage entrance underneath Millennium Park there. You can park under the park. Hey, look at that. That's looking south on Michigan Avenue. That's looking north on Michigan Avenue. There, we'll head through here. So this is Madison Street. Madison Street, the heart of the loop in Chicago. We'll head straight over to Daley Plaza here. We'll head over to the scaffolding. Hey, Raising Cane's there, they got Elvis. Yeah, welcome to America with the K, you're right. You're in Chicago in August? Hey, Henry Ben, how you doing there? Yeah, Little Dirk there. We filmed the King Von mural there at 63rd MLK. Yeah, free Dirk there. He's part of the, Little Dirk, he's part of the drill hip hop community there. I saw that comment there. Thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Here we're on Madison Street here. We're head by the Jewelers District. There's the pink line. The pink line's rolling into the Washington Wabash station here. They got this Link station here, Paisanos. Yeah, the Jewelers District here. Yeah, we got a lot of watches, diamonds, landmark diamond jewelry here. Wabash and Madison here. Yeah, we'll head over to State Street here. There's the Trump Tower. Yeah, we don't like trees in Chicago, especially in the loop there. We cut them all down, so we don't have to rake the leaves. Hey, we're head by the Carson Perry Scott, the former Carson Perry Scott. Now this is the Gothic Target here. We're on Madison Street here, heading towards State here, the loop of Chicago. We got about 47 degrees here. We got 12:40 in the PM. Yeah. Yeah, look clean. Thanks, not Nuchu. Yeah, we get that compliment a lot. It's one of the rare compliments we get about the clean streets. People compare us to New York City, which of course, thankfully our streets are cleaner in New York City. It's not a hard bar to pass. But thanks for noticing there. Yeah, we're on Madison and State Street here. There's the Chicago building, a vintage skyscraper, one of the first steel frame construction skyscrapers here. We'll cross State Street and we'll head up towards Daley Plaza here. Hey, coming soon here, Madison Street, they're going to have the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory right on this corner. So there's some more chocolate stores opening up here. This is State Street looking north. There's the Chicago building there. And there's the Gothic Target there. That's Carson Perry Scott. It used to be, it's the Target, 2 stories at the bottom there. There's a grocery store. Louis Sullivan, his work there. Architectural landmark, the Chicago style windows. The former Carson Perry Scott there. So here we'll head over to Dearborn Street. We're by the Walgreens here. This used to be a Sears. Yeah, time to take a road trip there, Steve. That's Ben Sky. How you doing there? B. Allen there. Yeah. So the prices for, and since we're on YouTube, I can say it. The Illinois is a legal state, so the prices are really, well, you got to pay a lot of taxes. So cannabis is taxed very heavily in most of these states like Illinois, New York, Colorado, where it's legal. They have recently, they snuck it within that bill that just passed to refund the government from this. They're going to crack down on the Delta 8, but that mostly affects red states. Because most of the blue states, at least the ones with a significant population like California, Illinois, New York, it's already legal, so it's not going to affect us. It's people getting Delta 8 and like Texas and Indiana, that's who that affects, because it was about the hemp. But here we'll cross the street here. We're at Dearborn Street. We'll head right up to Daley Plaza. How you doing? So here we'll, Newton Minnow way, Newton Minnow. Here's Dearborn Street by the Chase Plaza here. Here's the bike lane. Got to look both ways. Yeah, we'll head up here past the blue line. Yeah, there's dispensaries in Chicago. Where have you been at, Steve? I know you might not be from the country here. You might be outside the United States. Yeah, there's been dispensaries in Chicago for about the past 6 years. I think Illinois legalized in 2018. Yeah, marijuana's been legal here and that's what always angered me about. Here's the blue line. There's the blue line. Why are some of the reasons that I stream on YouTube as opposed to TikTok? TikTok would give me violations for simply filming a legal business establishment in Illinois, which to me it was foreign influence because it was legal here and they didn't like it from ByteDance, wherever ByteDance, they didn't like it because they want to market stuff to your kids. And but so does Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg wants to market stuff to your kids as well. So I'm sure that's reassuring. Here's the bike lane here. We're in Chicago, Illinois. This is Dearborn Street. We're Dearborn and Washington. We're going to go by Daley Plaza to see the Christkindlmarket here. We got 12:43 in the PM after the lunch hour here. We'll head up past Daley Plaza. And they should open this later this week, maybe Thursday, definitely by Friday. We'll cross the street and we'll show it to you here. Here's Dearborn and Washington Street here. And there's the Picasso. There's the City Hall there. How you doing? I'm sorry. There you go. Appreciate it. There we go. There it is. We'll go over there. That was great. That woman was looking for that car, and that guy gave her a drink there. He just drove by and gave her a drink. That was nice service. There's Channel 2 News. Okay, here's the Christkindlmarket here. So later this week, this is going to be the Christkindlmarket here for Daley Plaza, and it's a German. They sell ornaments. They'll have food and schnitzel, cuckoo clocks. We'll see Krampus. We do this every year. This is a pretty popular spot. So Friday night, they light the official Christmas tree there by the bean there. Saturday night is the lighting of the lights on Michigan Avenue. They'll have fireworks and a parade. I won't be the only person attempting to live stream this. All the Chicago live streamers, I'm sure you'll be able to find somebody. If I can't get a stream, you'll be able to find somebody else that will be covering it. Well, Christkindlmarket here, Chicago. This is the entrance here. So we'll keep coming by here daily to see if they eventually have this open. And so here, let's head around. Yeah, amazingly, alcohol usage is down in America. There's not as many people drinking, and they don't know if it's because of marijuana, if it's a coincidence, or just people can't afford. I'm glad I stopped drinking a long time ago because it was a big impact to my finances, you know. And but so can the dispensaries. They can be a big impact to your finances as well. Saturday, Grandma's Corner is going to be downtown for the parade, dude. That's great. Yeah, I agree. Our economy, we got a K-shaped economy. We got an economy that's good for billionaires and bad for the rest of us. And so if you're a billionaire, you'll have a bunch of stock market, own a bunch of land or assets. You're doing great. If you're renting, working paycheck, week to week paycheck, or got a bunch of debt, your economy's not so hot. And that's the nature of America. America has all this wealth, but it's concentrated. It's not equally distributed. And thanks for pointing that out there. Hopefully that's not talking about politics. I know people got angry at me talking about politics. I thought that was funny because like people want to talk about politics in the chat, but then when I start talking about it, people get angry. They're like, me as the moderator, I can't talk about politics, but people can talk about politics in the chat. We know how it works. So, and notice I stopped talking about politics for a while here, so cut me some slack. Here, welcome to Dearborn and Randolph here, the Loop of Chicago. We'll head right back past the Chicago Theater and the Macy's here. And we'll go into the Nederlander. Here's the Nederlander here. We'll head back to work, 12:47. So it'll be dark after 5 o'clock tonight. We'll start looking for Christmas decorations once again there. We'll cross. This is Randolph Street here, the Theater District. Cadillac Palace is down that way. The Dearborn Rand. The Goodman Theater's right there. They're showing the Christmas Carol at the Goodman Theater. There's the theater showing the Christmas Carol right here at the Goodman Theater. There it is. Yeah, Christmas is make you fall asleep. Yeah, I am encouraging. Again, I'm not trying to make this political. I'm just spreading on the information. I'm encouraged. A lot of people are talking about boycotting Black Friday and Cyber Monday this year, not buying anything. Which, from an anti-consumerist point of view, the true spirit of Christmas to me has never been about buying stuff. It's about giving. And if you want to donate to food banks, if you want to donate to homeless shelters, to schools and SNAP programs and things like that, to me that would be nothing better than instead of buying stuff from Jeff Bezos that you don't need for people that already have a bunch of stuff, to, you know, spend time with family, travel, do the real holidays, you know, not just buying a bunch of stuff. And you can still buy stuff, just you know, just make sure it's, you know, for the right reason. Here's Hell's Kitchen, Broadway in Chicago here. Yeah, here's the Nederlander Theater. We're on Randolph Street here. Custom framing and printing go to the Blick here. This is from the Century of Progress. This used to be a beer hall. They put it here, this facade. This facade was covered up for a long time. They opened it up when they built this building. Now it's the Blick Art Materials here. We'll head back to State Street. Here's the Macy's. We've already covered the window displays there. We got videos where we show the window displays for Macy's. And they're working on State Street here, so we'll head across the street here. Well, we'll head up on this side of State Street. Well, Patti Smith. Patti Smith's going to be at the Chicago Theater here. Who knows Patti Smith here? Yeah, Patti Smith and her band here. Perform Horse is sold out. Is that tonight? So here's the Chicago Theater, State Street. Look at that. You got the Crazy Bins Amazon return stores. 90%. Yeah, that's good. But thanks for tuning in from Canada here. That's good. So we're in Chicago. Here's the Red Line subway. There's the Chicago Theater there, with the Jewelers building behind it. Patti Smith and her bands be at the Chicago Theater here. How you doing? Here, we'll head across here. There it is. Patti Smith performs, and her band, Perform Hordes, is sold out here at Chicago Theater. I assume that's tonight. This is November 17th, 2025. See how they're working on State Street. So. Good afternoon there. There's the ESPN radio show there. So here we'll head across State Street. There's the Witt Hotel. Yeah, Patti Smith. I'm glad you saw that, Karen. Yeah, playing at the Chicago Theater. Here, let's get across the street here. There it is, Patti Smith and her band there, Chicago Theater, State Street. Hey, you hear the red line underneath there? Nice subway. This Chick-fil-A is being renovated, so maybe they'll open that back up eventually. There's the Chick-fil-A here, corner of State and Lake Street. Lizette, how you doing there? Look her up, Patti Smith. She's a pretty popular alternative singer. Goes back to the 20th century there, Patti Smith. Look her up there, Patti Smith. You might know some of her music if you don't know her name. And been in the industry for decades, literally. Very important. Figure there, Patti Smith there. Check her out. That's the best way you learn stuff. Just type in Patti Smith Wikipedia. They'll have music. You can search out music videos and documentaries about her. You can type in ChatGPT and they'll do a summary, so it'll save you time. Just do ChatGPT Patti Smith. They'll tell you all about her. Thanks for asking there. See, it's hard to know everything. There's too much to know nowadays and age here. Yeah, punk since 1975. She goes back to, like, you ever heard of Debbie Harry? You know, that was Blondie. Patti Smith is arguably much more important to the punk music scene than Debbie Harry, who was just kind of like a pop icon. And as far as influencing the music, Patti Smith had more to do with it. And here's but you know, Blondie was a good band as well. Here's the underneath. This is underneath Wabash here, and there's the Trump Tower. They're the second tallest building in Chicago. There's the how you doing? Hey, how you doing? That's good. There's the people saying hello there. Here, let's head across here. So here's Lake Street. Yeah, you're misinformed here, Dayton. This is part of the United States of America, planet Earth, and if you're bashing it, you're probably another American that bashes Chicago and thinks we're North Korea, but you're sadly mistaken. If you'd rather live in North Korea than Chicago, you be my guest. I'd much rather live in Chicago than North Korea, and you'd probably much rather live in North Korea than Chicago, I understand. So thanks for tuning in. North Korea doesn't have as many nice buildings as this, trust me. And North Korea doesn't have as many billionaires as Chicago does. We got a billionaire for governor. Are you jealous? And the Republican governor before him was a billionaire as well. So eat that. You'll find some way to bash me, I'm sure. That's good. Do your worst. And people say they get angry when I talk about politics. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Oh, I hurt your feelings. Look at all these MAGA people with their feelings getting hurt, acting like a bunch of snowflakes here because I'm just filming in Chicago. It bothers their feelings. Their little MAGA feelings get hurt so bad. Oh, I'm so sorry there. Yeah, you think you're really getting to me here. Here, look at the nice green line here. Here's the green line turning around. I'm like Pharaoh. My heart has been hardened. Here, yeah, let's cross Michigan Avenue. So, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll wrap this up here. We'll be back on after 5 o'clock tonight. There's that nice view looking up Michigan Avenue there. There's the Wrigley building there. Look how nice that looks there. Here comes the sirens here. Hey, scenes of the city there. Yeah, made it through the intersection there. So hey, have a good rest of your day there. We'll see you after 5 o'clock tonight. If you missed any part of this, we saw the ice skating ribbon there at Maggie Daley Park. Thanks for tuning in for that. And we'll do the Christmas stuff later today. There's Hazel Johnson. Thanks everybody. Thanks Mods. Thanks Anita and everybody else. We'll see you later here. Hey, talk to you later. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Thanks everybody's comments. We'll talk to you later from Chicago.